the moment, tonight is the night.
Hey guys, it's Crypto Analysis coming at you with an update video on Cube, which is Somnium Space Cube. So a couple of things I want to talk to you about this coin. I think this coin is a pretty good play. 14 million market cap, 12.5 million distribution supply, total supply of 100 million. And it's not listed on any major exchanges. It is on Gemini though. So keep in mind, with any coin like that, it does increase the opportunity for growth as it gets listed and more exposure. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is that this space is VR, and as you know, VR is pretty good, and most importantly, they have a product. They do have a headset that you can reserve, and I believe it's being shipped out April. So there's a lot of good news coming out for it. I don't know if this is a good long-term play or short-term play, but the thing is, I actually spoke to my friend about this, and he has the Meta Quest 3, and one thing that he did mention was that Somnium Space is doing something different with their products. I do want to elaborate on that. Maybe I'll have him come talk to the viewers about it. But again, I do think that the price double bottomed here at 53 cents, 63 cents. And now we're obviously going through some sort of reversal. But let's just look at the this is horrible. What a bad chart. But let's look at this from the high to the low. We're not even close to being at the 236 retracement at 35 cents. So we're not even going to look at it that way. And then what you want to do is I guess we could take it from here. Oh, we're not even close to $2.71. Okay. So from here to here, the 786 at $1.06 did hold. So I want to say that if we bounce from $1.06, then we need to get over $1.46. So that's just my next targets. So it would be $1.06 on the downside, and then on the upside, we need to get over $1.40. And that's pretty much it as far as TA goes. But again, just keep in mind that the reason why I'm bringing up this coin is because it's very new. It's very different, and it's in a space that's obviously it's in a space that's obviously growing. But the thing that it has for it is that it has its own headset, it has its own VR headset. So I find that very cool. And if for anybody that has the Meta Quest 3, the Apple Vision or whatever, you know how cool it is to be in virtual reality, whether it's to work or whether it's to play games, but this brings a corporational aspect to it. And this does give me Decentraland vibes. So one thing that I noticed was it does have its own map, and this is where basically kind of like Decentraland, you can buy land and develop it. So for companies, they could buy the land, develop it, and then actually start selling in the metaverse. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a really cool aspect, because I'm not trying to be like one of those old dinosaurs where people you get older and you kind of disconnect yourself from what's going on. You really want to keep your eyes on that and have all the feelings that you do in that aspect. But you just got to dive right into it and be like, okay, well, what's the next big thing? What can I capitalize on, right? So it would be something like this where, corporations do incorporate selling items on the metaverse, where you're in a mall and you're literally buying, shopping in the metaverse. That's going to be huge. Believe it or not, nobody's going to want to leave their house. Nobody wants to rent a freaking mall anymore, right? Oh, it's nice to go out and stuff. Yeah, sure. But we've all seen Wall-E, right? We want to just sit in one of those like the little beds and drive around and have our little goggles on and start buying stuff on the metaverse, and the next thing you know, you have the product showing up to your doorstep. So that's where I envision it happening. That's where I see it going. But yeah, say me, I'm oh, you know what, I'm gonna buy this land, this little land right here. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna turn it into like an online merchant store. I don't know. I'm gonna make my building really cool where I have people come in and I'm gonna just have a bunch of shirt designs and people can just try on their shirts and buy it. You know, I don't know, just anything. It could be anything. It could be like shoes. It could be products and services. So like say the company I work for, right? And they're like, oh well, why don't we go into the metaverse and see if there's anybody like advertising or looking for stuff? You know, there's a lot of the world's your oyster, and like for this we just need an outlet, right? So I think that this is an outlet where people can actually go to expand their network and all that good stuff. So anyway, blah blah blah, long story short, I think this is a good play. I don't know if you know, I am still looking into it, and so I'll let you know if I start a position on this, but we'll see what happens. I do think that this is a good play. It's very new. Like there's 14 million market cap, and you know it's definitely risky, but high risk, high reward? Question mark. I don't know. Do with it what you will, but I will be covering this coin because I think it's pretty cool. They are gonna launch their headset, their VR headset. I think you reserve the spot, and then they're starting to ship it in April. So I'll keep you guys updated on that because most likely that's going to reflect positively on the price when there's actually a product backing the system and the software and the metaverse like application. So I'll keep you guys updated. We'll kind of see where the price is from now until then. And yeah, please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.